Hi, everybody. Grady Polson. Welcome to the America Agency.
Hey everybody, how's it going? We have Stephen Yee in here today. We're going to be going over some success stories from the new Integrity LifeCENTER. Pretty amazing free program that a lot of people don't know about.
Right.
But everyone that sees it, they're like, dude, this is insane.
Right.
So dude, if you can start and then we'll do a quick demo.
So it's crazy because, a lot of agents, what happens, especially brand new agents, you have so many carrier logins, Drew, with like all the carriers we work with because we're a brokerage, right? So like we have Corebridge, we have America, we have Transamerica, we have AmAm, we have Moo, and we have all these other ones. And so what happened was we had an agent on live dials dialing on a Saturday. So the carriers are closed. And she was on there with a top producer and myself, and we're helping her navigate the sale and all that. And so she quotes the client. Client goes, "I want it." So her natural instinct was, all right, she's going to Corebridge, log in. She logs in just fine, but the app won't open. It says you don't have access. And so we were like, what do we do? And so I was like, we're going to use Integrity LifeCENTER. So we logged her in through Family First Life Gateway, went through Lead Center into LifeCENTER, put the client information in there. And when we clicked the Corebridge option, it signed her in, transferred the information, and she wrote that app for like $140 a month on the weekend when Corebridge's own site didn't even let her in.
Yeah, so check this out. So if you're like me, you lose all your passwords.
Yeah.
Yeah?
All of them.
And then my wife, Drew, how many passwords do I lose? Everything, every day. And then everyone's like, bro, it's like, please just like keep track of your passwords, but I can't do it.
It's hard.
But I lose my keys. I lose my wallet. I lost my wallet at the airport the other day, but I put a air tag on it.
Oh, that's smart.
And someone had it. They were walking around. I was chasing them around the airport looking for it. And I found them. But the point is this. The hardest thing for a new agent is there's too many logins.
Correct.
So this system allows you to log into all the carriers with one login.
Right.
So once you're into LifeCENTER, you can do a Moo app, you can do an Americo app, you can do a Trans app, you can do a Corebridge app.
Right.
And you can quote it and you can do all that stuff right from there, which is insane.
The craziest thing too is the amount of agents that do telesales now, Andrew, and the amount of people that pay for softwares that allow them to like quote and do like underwriting, and they pay a fee for that. Well, inside the Integrity LifeCENTER, they have the same functionality where they can do the underwriting, they can quote them,
They can call them,
and it's free. So it saves the agents so much money.
Yeah, legit. All right, so we're gonna pop in and demo. And the other funny thing is this: so my daughter turned 3, and Uncle Jimmy was over, and he was like, "We're supposed to be like, watching her open up presents and all this stuff," and he's just like, "LifeCENTER's the bomb." He's like, "I'm gonna save $400 a month because I don't have to pay my dial system. I don't have to pay for a quote system. I don't have to do all this stuff. It's all built in." And he's like, "And it's free and it's fast.
Yeah.
And you have your own. You get your own number.
Right.
It records all your calls for you. An agent pays like $100 a month to have his calls recorded. He pays another $200 a month for a CRM to call people. He pays another $50 a month for a quote tool, and it's all built in here and it's free."
Yeah. It's funny you say that. The call recording is such a big deal, and I never thought it was because we all did a lot of face-to-face sales. And so we had an agent the other day. He wrote an app with one of our core carriers, and the carrier was like, hey, the client said, you said this. And because the call was recorded, they sent the carrier the call, and the carrier was like, got it. We heard your side. We heard the whole call. You're not getting terminated. So like if you're doing telesales, like that's a big deal to be able to have that function alone. And the fact that you don't have to pay for minutes and all that stuff with LifeCENTER, it's a win.
You don't pay for minutes, text, all that stuff.
Right.
All right, so we are going to show you guys a quick demo. Drew, can you put my computer on here? So if somebody's with Family First Life, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Gateway. It's going to show all your team production. and then you're going to click on Lead Center. And then once you get into Lead Center, you're going to go click on your name. And once you click on your name, it's going to have a list of things that you can do, but you're going to click on Integrity Clients. And this is what we call Life Center. So Life Center is super cool. This is somewhere where Life Center is constantly talking to the carriers, so your business will show up in here. So if you write a Mutual of Omaha app, it'll show up in here. If you write an Americo app, it's going to show up in here. And the idea is you don't have to go to 20 different websites to do pending business. And then it also tracks your book. Now, I didn't track my book really well. I used an Excel spreadsheet, and it was kind of sloppy.
I didn't even use that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even track their book, so they lose a lot of follow-up business because they don't track it good enough. So this shows like 444 policies I can go in here, and I can assign them to myself that have been written, but it'll show your declines, it'll show your applied, and it'll show your issued. And then once you get in here, let's show the quote tool first. So you're going to do quick quote. And let's see. I put a dummy person in here, Tiana Tinker, who works in here. She's actually really smart. But this is our client that we practiced with. So once you get a lead in here, you can run a quote for them. And when you run the quote, you can do life or health. You can do final expense, or this is kind of crazy, simplified IUL.
Oh, that's going to be a big deal.
So if we were to do final expense, we would come in here, we would answer all the questions, we would hit next, and it's going to ask us about health conditions. So you can put in here diabetes. It's going to ask about prescriptions, and it's really accurate on what product to design for you, okay? You're going to go to continue to quote, and then this is going to pop up with all the carriers that would give her a policy for final expense. So boom, we got Transamerica. $29.10. Now, this is the crazy part. When I go, and it shows American Amicable, all the different companies. When I go to apply, this is going to go directly into the carrier application. And it's going to port all of the information I have on Tiana already directly into the app. So,
Pop-up blocker.
Oh, I got my pop-up blocker on. Where are we at? Here we go. So, boom, now I'm in the app, and I'm getting ready to start a new case to write the Transamerica policy on Tiana Tinker, and it will port the information over to start filling out the app for you. So this is like, Steven, how much money have we spent trying to just help agents quote?
I'll tell you this. I know people that lose sales because they can't log in.
Yeah.
Like we had a new agent the other day. She was trying to write an app with one of the carriers, and she's like losing it on Zoom because she's like, I don't have my logins. I don't know how to do this. This is the perfect example where we go here, save yourself this problem here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So absolutely. It's an amazing tool.
Yeah. So this is like to give you guys an idea, when I started, I called the person that hired me like 15 times a day because I didn't know underwriting.
Right.
And then finally their wife was like, dude, stop calling or we're going to fire you because you're stealing my husband from me. And we're going to the movies, you're calling. We're going to dinner, you're calling. It's 9 p.m., you're still calling.
Right.
So this is going to allow you to scale your business way faster because you go, dude, put the information in Life Center, and then they don't have to call you to ask what app to write. It tells you what app to write. You click on it, and you start filling out the app. Now, this is crazy to me. So let's go back, and let's click on Start a Quote, and let's do Simplified IUL. So we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to do Simplified IUL, no health conditions, 35 years old. Let's do 150,000. Boom. Simplified IUL pops up, and you got Americo and Mutual of Omaha right here, and you know they qualify because you already put their health conditions, as long as they told you the truth about everything,
Right.
then you're going to be good to go. Now, let's say I want to call my leads. So I'm going to go here and I can set up my own phone line. I can call and email. It gives you all of the call scripts. And you can call line by line. It's super fast. You can set up automated texts. You can do all kinds of cool stuff.
You know, the other thing that's really cool about the call, Andrew, is Integrity has a software. It's AI, but it's called Ask Integrity.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say I'm in a presentation, I'm talking to Tiana, and like Tiana's like, hey, my dog's name is this, and my kids' names are this. Well, once the call is done, the AI software will code that entire conversation and literally leave it in the notes. So like, let's say I do an annual review in 6 months, 9 months, a year, or whatever it may be, but I have so many clients, I don't remember who Tiana might be.
Yeah.
I can pull up that profile and it will literally give me the cliff notes on
Let's see
Tiana.
if it works. Can you tell me about Tiana? Oh, tell me about my client. Which contact? Tiana Tinker. Boom. Tiana Tinker is 36 years old, was born March 27, 1989. Tiana has 0 providers and 0 prescriptions on record and does not have a pharmacy linked to their profile. Dude, this is crazy. Oh, shoot. That's nuts, right?
That's cool.
Yeah. So the idea is this. Ask Integrity's tracking your calls using AI to give you information quickly that you'll need about your customer. It's automatically loading stuff into applications for you. It's telling you what product to write. It's free. And whatever carrier you're contracted with an Integrity company shows up in your profile.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's legit. What else we missed in here? We got a quick quote tool. So you can just pop in if you just want to run quick quotes. You can put it in here, run them really quickly. You just put a name and then you can go straight to quoting. You can import leads in here. You can schedule text. Like, let's say you get a new agent or a new lead that comes in. You can trigger a text to automatically text them for free from your number.
Right.
And then it'll be like, book an appointment with me with my Calendly link, and boom, every lead that comes in, they're automatically getting a text from you. But this is the thing, dude. I was telling a new agent about this, and I was like, look how cool all this stuff was. And then he was like, wait a second, go back to the free part. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, dude, after everything with all the call services I use and all the stuff I use, after they charge me for text, calls, emails, monthly services, quoting, all this stuff, after all that's done, I'm paying $300 to $400 a month. Now, how much money is that to a new agent?
That's a lot.
Dude, they're not getting paid yet.
Right. That's a lot. That can be reallocated to leads that actually make the money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's such a great product. And not only that, like, they have a client-facing website, right, called Plan and Roll, with our individual names on there, and picture and all that stuff. And if we send that to a client and they grab a quote, it'll notify us, and we can actually go in and contact the client and sell them insurance. Like, there's so many wonderful features in this thing. And the crazy part to me is it's free, because easily, with the amount of stuff that we see in the industry, Drew, people would charge hundreds and hundreds of dollars just for this service monthly. And working with Integrity and Family First Life, it's free.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. So cool. We hope this helps everybody. We just want to let people know, like, and this is just like one phase of this. Like, I've seen the rest that's coming out. Fully underwritten IUL is coming out. So like, imagine how hard quoting a fully underwritten on max solve is, or max death benefit.
Right.
How confusing, and new agents can get pretty freaked out. They're like, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you can do a quick solve on this, and it will help you do everything. Run the illustration for you. You can show the customer. You can do the app, and that's being released like in a week.
Yeah.
They got term coming out that's going to be released. But dude, I got some new agents that are young and they don't know what products to write, and I'm having them use this, so I'm not spending all my time trying to help them pick out what plan to write. And dude, this is going to be more accurate than you.
Right.
Like, we know the underwriting guide's pretty good, but this is linked to the carrier.
It's perfect.
Yeah. This is linked to the carrier. So we hope that helps everybody. If you need help, you can reach out to us anytime. All of our contact information is in the description, and we have no problem helping you get onboarded to use this program. So thanks for sharing, Stephen.